your views on Calvinism and Arminianism is one question. Okay, views on Calvinism and Arminianism. I want to tell you that the verses that the Calvinists quote are in the Bible. The verses that Arminians quote are in the Bible. Okay, I believe there's one place where I think the Bible is very clear about in this whole debate. The Bible is very clear, and that is in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 21. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 21. Okay, it says, "For our sake he made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we become the righteousness of God." So God's plan is that we become the righteousness of God. Okay, that is from the Calvinistic viewpoint. Okay, but look at the next verse. The next verse. Okay, the next verse unfortunately is the next chapter. Chapter divisions were not inspired by the Holy Spirit. They were put there for our convenience so that we can reach that chapter faster when the preacher quotes it. Okay, 2 Corinthians 5:21 says God's plan is that we become his righteousness. And the next verse says, the very next verse says, which is 2 Corinthians 6:1. Okay, it says, "Working together with him, then we appeal to you not to receive the grace of God in vain." So what should you do? Work together with him. That's what the Arminians say. So what I'm saying is, they are basically, emphasizing different aspects of the scriptures. Both what they say are the scriptures. Okay, so I have no problem. In fact, I have no problem with even the teaching of eternal security, which is a major Calvinistic teaching. That is, when you get saved, you don't lose your salvation. I don't have no problem with that. Though, if you want to ask me a yes or no question, Duke, are you a Calvinist or Arminian? I'm an Arminian. In fact, though my ministry is interdenominational, G formation is interdenominational, I'm an ordained minister of the Assemblies of God. And Assemblies of God as a denomination is Arminian. So no questions about that. But at the same time, I have no problem with Calvinists who believe in eternal security, because they will show you a couple of verses where they say if a person is stubbornly remaining in sin, that person is not even saved. So that is not much different from saying that you lose your salvation if you are stubbornly in sin. Okay, one camp says if a person is stubbornly in sin, for example, that man in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, okay, was sleeping with a stepmom. Okay, he was sleeping with a stepmom, and he was a believer in that Corinth church, and he had no plans of repenting. So Calvinists would say that person was not even born again. Arminians would say that he is backslidden, he had to come back. Both are saying the same thing. But I have a big problem with HyperGrace, the HyperGrace camp, which is, some people confuse HyperGrace camp with Calvinists. They are not the same. They are not the same. The HyperGrace camp would say, well, even if you stubbornly remain in sin, you are still saved. I have a big problem with that. That's not what the Calvinists say. The Calvinists say that you're not even saved if you stubbornly remain in sin till the end. So basically, both camps, yes, they do have some disagreement. But when it comes to salvation, I think there is a great agreement. I know I cannot settle a debate that's been going on for centuries in a matter of few minutes, but that will be my brief response.